I'm Ron Hassel. I work at North Attleboro Shoe Repair. It's in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. And I am a cobbler. My grandfather started the business as Ernie Shoe Repair because his name was Ernie Bonifazi. When we moved here and I took over and I had to come up with a name, and Ron Shoe Repair didn't sound right, so I just named it North Attleboro Shoe Repair, and North Shoe for short, because it's on North Washington Street in North Attleboro. I started back in 1980. I was 2 years out of high school, and I really didn't continue my education, and I really didn't know what to do. And my grandfather had the shoe repair shop, and he was getting ready to retire, and there was nobody to come along to take over the business. So he offered it to me. When I started with him, we were in the same town, but we were just up the street, maybe 3 blocks. But they tore our building down, so we had to move. And we just liked to stay in town here because we didn't want to move out of town. He had been here for so long. And so we stayed in town, and I kept the business going. That was in 1986 we moved here. So I've been here since then. When I first started out, he didn't let me do much. He mostly he used to teach he'd tell me to watch and learn. He wouldn't let me actually touch anything. He wouldn't let me actually work on the shoes. The first thing I learned how to do was shine shoes. And I started from there and then gradually worked up doing little things at a time. It took a good 2 years before I could say that I was really proficient at everything. It took a long time. The most popular repair is ladies' heels, the little top lifts they call them. That's probably 75% of the business. That, and I sew a lot of pocketbooks and belts and things like that, but mostly ladies' shoes, ladies' heels. That's predominantly what we do. Men's heels, not so much. A lot of the men's shoes nowadays are all one-piece molded shoes. They throw them away when they're done, when they wear out. The most difficult stuff would be orthopedic work. I don't necessarily dislike it, but it's a little time-consuming, and every project, every one is different. Every repair is different. It's not like a heel. You take the heel off, put a new heel on. Orthopedic works, you got to tailor it to each individual customer, depending on what their needs are. We used to be really busy. Years ago, when I first started, we were so busy. I used to work nights. There were 2 of us working here, me and him, and I used to have to come back at night to finish up. And there were more cobblers then too, and there was 2 cobblers in this town alone, and there was one in every neighboring town. Not anymore. They're all gone. I'm the last one left. I would like to pass the business down to somebody, but there's really nobody wants to learn this business. Nobody wants to put in the time this day and age. Everybody wants to make big money, and nobody wants to learn. Like I said, it took me a year working for free and a good 2 years to learn the business where I could run it myself. And I don't think there's anybody around that wants to do that. It'd be nice if I could. I don't know if I'd recommend it to anybody. I don't know how much longer the shoe repair business is going to be around. I suppose there's a need for it. 10 years, 20 years from now, who knows what kind of shoes they're making. They're already making a lot of shoes that are disposable and not fixable now compared to 10 years ago, 20 years ago. What it'll be like in the future, I have no idea. So I don't know if I'd push somebody into it. But if somebody really wanted to do it, it'd be nice to have somebody to take over and keep the tradition going. But I just don't see it happening.